Okay, it's a full moon. Let's see if we can zero in on that. And we can. It's a full moon, so I thought it would be a good night to show all the people on the West Coast my house of where I live here in Detroit, Michigan. So let's get to it. This is Ellert Street. And this is the street I live on, obviously. That's my car that I bought in the Dalles, Oregon. And this is my house. I gotta take that eagle thing down this summer. Here's the little box that I put out front that they put the packages in, the mail person. Mailbox, tree, and front door. Okay. And this little thing I put up myself. That was the very first thing I ever did to this place. And when I moved into this place, it did not look like what you're about to see. It was nothing. It was almost like gutted. Okay, let's go inside. Okay, this is the front door and the little runner rug and the M&M that works as a doorstop. And here's this wall with all these Fresno flyers. All flyers are framed. And the first thing you see is a Donkey Kong machine with a very nice chair to sit in while you're playing it. And on top of the machine is a little monkey and a Jason from Friday the 13th and a Jenga Donkey Kong. And behind that is a Laurel and Hardy picture. And here's the little front room table with chairs. So this is, excuse me, this is the first room you run into, obviously, when you come in. And it's a little living room that I've decorated, painted red with black trim. Those are record albums, books, and here's all the little nooks and crannies. And here's my McDonald's hamburger that I've had in this jar since February 2008. February 19th, 2008, I put this McDonald's hamburger in this jar. And since then, I have had John Waters. That's the director, John Waters. That's his autograph. And that is Jello Biafra's autograph on the other side. So I was able to talk those two into autographing a very old hamburger in a jar. And here is my copy of Stuart Smalley's book. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because it's autographed by Stuart Smalley. And I got that autograph in person. Okay, so yeah, those are just records, and this is the front room. This is, oh, here, I ought to do this. This is good. This is my lamp for the front room. Here, let's shut this, actually. Whoops. There we go. Shut this light out. And that's my little burning lamp, or it's got one of those light bulbs in it that looks like a flame. And then there's the bleeding woman, although you can't see it with the light out. Okay, so let's move on to the rest of the house. We're going to move down the hallway. Well, when you're coming out of the bedrooms into the front part, this is what you see. And this is what you see when you're going into the bedrooms. It almost looks like an art gallery with all this stuff. Here's a bunch of DOA flyers from all the shows I've been to by DOA, and there's more stuff on this wall. And I need to get some more of these little runner rugs. Here's the guest bedroom. So this is inside the guest bedroom. So if anybody were to stay here, they would sleep in here. And this bed is brand new. And it's just a little twin bed, but it has a little entertainment center for people and a little dresser. And that bed, just a twin bed, ended up costing a ton of money. Who knew that a twin bed would be so expensive? And this room has 3 different colors to it because I was using paint that was left over. This is the leftover paint room, and the bathroom is also a leftover paint room. Okay, back out into the hallway, down the hallway. And here's the bathroom. And it is decorated like every other room, except for the laundry room. I didn't decorate that one. But this room has 3 different colors to it. It's a monstrosity of colors in here. And it's decorated with very rare things like, this is a set list to a Bad Religion show. Those are almost impossible to get unless the band throws it to you. But on this particular date, the band did not throw this to me. I ran up on stage and took it. That's from when the Cramps played in Las Vegas. Anyway, and that's from when I went and seen them in Los Angeles. But anyway, this is very hard to get because it was kind of stolen. Okay, and that is the bathroom. And there's the floor. Okay. This is a closet to put like towels and things like that in. Okay, this is the main bedroom. Okay, and into the arcade room. This is the door to the arcade room. And I painted it like this to have parents keep their children out, because the games that are in here, if a child or if anybody gets rough with them. Oh, and also this is a Marilyn Manson picture disc. If the child gets rough with them or breaks something, it's really expensive to get it fixed on these old things. And as you can see, this room needs another arcade game. It's got a Popeye game. And it's got a Cocktail Donkey Kong game in it, but it needs another one. I wish I could afford one. It'd be nice to get a pinball machine in here, but I don't think I'm ever going to have $6 grand to put a pinball machine in this room. And here is the Sex Pistols tennis shoes, which have never been worn. Marilyn Manson lunch boxes. Kiss Soda Pop that I bought at Harpo's when I went and seen Black Flag. They were selling Kiss Soda Pop. There's some more Kiss Soda Pop in this display case. And there's some more stuff that I accumulated over the years. When I first moved to Detroit, excuse me, I went and saw The Damned in downtown Detroit, and they were selling this this poster, and it was autographed. I did not obtain these autographs, but they only wanted $10 for this big poster with autographs on it. I said, that sounds like a good deal. There's my ticket stub. St. Andrew's Hall, one of the first shows I ever went to in Detroit. So this is the arcade room, and it is missing a pinball machine. And something tells me it'll always be missing a pinball machine. Okay, down the hallway into the kitchen. Okay, this is the door to the laundry room, which it's just a laundry room with a tub and the air conditioner and the water heater and stuff like that. I don't have that decorated or painted yet, so I'm not going to show it. But this is the kitchen. There's the little bar. And here is the dining room. As the dining room table with a little centerpiece of a nativity set with a little monster above it, which I think that's a South Park type monster. And then there's a red thing in the crib. Nobody knows what that thing is, but the crowd around it seems to love the big red meaty looking thing. Cabinet, lots of records in it. The drawers also hold magazines and records. This is the little bar area. And this is the thing I use to hold the phone when I'm filming the YouTube videos of record collection. My daughter Ashley sent me the Integrity Farms marijuana-free Christmas snow. This is a cup that Tony Collins from Bullhead City sent me. This is some woman that came over and she refuses to leave. That's my work schedule. Okay. Oh. This is a flyer from when I went and seen Conflict in downtown Detroit. That was a good show. Let's see what. Oh. Framed All in the Family picture. This is where I prepare my little lunch to get ready to go to work. Okay, let's go into the main living room. And this is a room that I just keep clothes and DVDs in, and it has shelving, but there's no decoration to it, so I won't show it. But inside there, it's a room that, actually by looking at this part, you can tell how big that room is. It's convenient. There's a wheelchair I bought at a secondhand store in Visalia for, I think it was $15. Okay, and this is my big television set, and the reason why I bring it up is because it sits on a piano that was left in the garage when I moved in. So I decorated it and used it to set the television on, Maybe I should learn to play it. Here's all the little monitos that decorate the piano. And there's the little chair I sit in when I'm eating and watching television. And there's the couch. And here's the little stereo center. Underneath this towel is the record player. And those cabinets are full of records. And here's here's books and records. Underneath are more records. Here's my little Godzilla city that I built from things I got on sale at the hardware store. Okay, now on to the backyard. Okay, this is the backyard of my house. Here's a little fire pit that I built from scraps that were left. When I moved in, there was stuff everywhere. It was kind of trashed, but I took all the trash and I built that. Here's my garage. I hardly ever park the car in there because it's really hard to get the car through that area right there, so especially backing out. But this is the fenced off backyard. There's a back part. Yeah, let's look at that. Geez, I can't believe I'm walking through the snow in tennis shoes. My feet are going to be freezing. This is the back part. I could plant a garden there, I guess. Those are the neighbors. They're very quiet. This whole neighborhood is very, very quiet. It's spooky how quiet these people are. I'm used to loud California people, and these people are not that. And there's the side of the house. And that garbage can is tipped over because it was full of water. Anyway, so this is the house in Detroit that my daughters someday are going to have to deal with. And I don't know how they're going to sell it, because I'm sure they won't want to live in Detroit, even though Detroit is turning out to be quite nice and entertaining. Anyway, with the way I painted it, they're going to have a hard time selling it, but I'm the one that has to live here. Anyway, this flyer is from the very first show I ever went to in Detroit at Kelly's Bar. It's for Crude Society System. I had them autograph the flyer. They're a hardcore anarchist punk rock band from Europe. And this is the strike sign that I wore when I marched on the picket line with Bernie Sanders. So there's been a ton of opportunities and experiences here in Detroit that I never would have had elsewhere, like marching on a Detroit picket line with Bernie Sanders. Okay, so this is main living room, dining room, kitchen, hallway to the bedrooms, front living room, and neighborhood in which I live here in Detroit, Michigan. Okay, that is the end of the video, and I made this just so that my daughters and friends can see where I live and what I have done to the inside of this very dull house. But I got all this for $70,000 even. So if you don't have much money, Detroit is the place for you. And as you can hear, this neighborhood is dead silent. It's almost like nobody lives here, even though you know people live here. It's kind of spooky. Okay, goodbye.